First quarter, LaMelo Ball, check this out. He's going to go off the backboard from like the top of the key to himself and then pass it. A hockey assist. That's a wild play, Big Game.
Assist to himself. Yeah, smart play to throw it off the glass like that, though. Tricky.
LaMelo. He's having himself a year. Hornets coming into town soon. He's just going to pull up from deep here. Step back on KD. 115 to 104. Ball had 32, 10, 7, and 4 steals. Pretty good. Here's the Lakers schedule, Big Game. Hornets, Spurs, Heat, Nets. All right, let's talk. We got 8 games in LA coming up. They don't leave LA until they go on the Grammy trip late in January, I think January 25th. One of those games is going to be at the Intuit Dome there with the Clippers. So those are big opportunities for you. But got to get the bad taste out of your mouth right now.
Yeah.
About what's ahead and a chance for this team to kind of get back on track. You're playing at home, play good basketball, and you can go 6-2 here, maybe even better. But around 6-2, you're in a good spot.
Yeah, you hate to lose these type of games, and I'm sure they're going to take a good look. They didn't put up their best performance, but they are coming home for 8 games, Skeeter. And, you know, getting home, staying in your own bed, you know, being in your family, that should help them kind of regroup. You want to win at least 6 of those at home.
Yeah.
At least 6.
I mean, listen,
you got to.
Charlotte's going to be tough because you got LaMelo Ball. It's going to be a fun game. Then you got back-to-back with the Spurs at Wemby, and they've been hot right now.
Well, anytime Wemby's on the floor.
Anytime Wemby's on the floor. Then you got the Heat who, you know, trying to prove some stuff without Jimmy Butler. And then guess who comes to town? Brooklyn Nets just made the trade with D'Angelo.
Nothing's easy. Nothing easy. Just because you're at home. I mean, look, when the Lakers mentally put their mind to it, you can tell when they're at the beginning of the game, when they're really collectively into the game. All 5 guys are on a string. Tonight, it didn't seem like they were all on a string because the communication wasn't there, too many open shots and mistakes on the defense. So they really got to have a meeting and not allow these type of games to happen. It can be preventable if you talk about it prior to the game and, you know, stay on each other, monitor each other constructively throughout the game. Say, we can't give up layups. We got to get our assignments. It has to happen during the game. Tough loss.
You know,
hate to see it.
Big game, sometimes, listen, when you play with a couple of superstars as well, and you know this, there's a lot of mouths to feed. Now, you know, Austin Reeves' usage has gone way up. You can get kind of lost. It just seems like Rui sometimes, I'm looking at his line, just 6 points, 3 of 5. Like, he's a guy that just has to be involved more. I think, you know, when the team's winning, he's usually, you know.
Especially in a game like tonight where Dallas was, you know, a little bit more active, a little physical. You know, he could have really been a little bit more aggressive going to the cup, you know, taking advantage of his physicality, his size, and his strength. Sometimes, you know, he gets roaming around, he gets lost in the mix. But yeah, he can't afford to have, you know, subpar games. He's one of the big 3 or 4 guys on his team. He and Austin Reeves have to be available when you know, LeBron and AD are out there. But
positive note, Max Christie getting around 12 points a game right now. He's starting to become that starter that's, you know, almost, you put him in for double figures every night, 10 to 12.
They weren't looking for him to ISO as much, but Austin, they kind of were looking for him.
All right, still to come on Access. We're going to hear from Dorian Finney Smith. His return to Dallas coming up.
Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you by
Finney Smith scored 11 points off the bench. He's speaking with Mike in the media.
Hey, Dorian, when a team's missing some of its key players like that, do you, even though you respect the guys that are on the floor as pros, do you carry any further disappointment from, you know, not being able to get the job done?
Yeah, it's tough, you know, because you know, we definitely feel like we should have, you know, got the win, but they came out and was the better team tonight. You know, they was waiting on us. Seemed like they was licking their chops, and you know, we ain't finished the half good, and they just stepped on the gas from there.
individually you only had the 4 attempts from 3. You hit 3 of them. It looked like in pretty good rhythm. How do you find a rhythm like that, even if it's you used to play here with so few attempts?
Well, I'm used to playing off for stars. You might not touch the ball much, but you got to be ready to shoot. I've been in that situation a lot of times, and it was good. I shoot good here all the time, so.
Dorian, it's been 5 games now with the Lakers. How do you feel like you're adjusting on both sides of the ball?
It's been good here and there. We still got to get better as a team, get to know each other. Definitely probably got to use my voice a little bit more today defensively. But as a team, we got to be better prepared. Even though they ain't had their guys, we knew they was a deep team. Quentin Grimes took 17 shots, probably ain't take as many shots over the last couple games since guys been hurt. So they, different guys got to take different roles, and it looked like they was playing free and fun today.
Outside of the Mavs approach, and you mentioned maybe you being more vocal on defense, where do you think you guys could have made an impact defensively that you didn't? Like, what was the execution part you were missing?
Just got to get them inside the three-point line. They probably shot 50 from the 3. Got to get on them ISOs. We got to do a better job of talking behind guys, giving them confidence so they can crawl up in. Defenders can crawl up in ball handlers and force them to the rim. And we got AD down there, so we got to, use it. Like I said, we can't give up so many wide open threes, though.
You guys are about to be in LA for a little over 2 weeks. I don't think you've practiced with the team since joining the team. How beneficial will be that for you individually? And you mentioned vocalness. How much, I guess, more vocal can you be once you're able to practice more with the group and gain that familiarity?
I'm just trying to be me, but it's hard to practice at this time in the league. You play every other day. You veteran team, so we probably won't practice much, but we'll get on the court together. That's better than nothing. So, but just we get 2 weeks home, we definitely got to take advantage of that and get some wins. Really, we felt like we should have won this road trip, but we didn't. So we got to, fight and get wins at home.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
We'll be right back with final word after this. Thursday at home versus the Hornets. Game time's at 6:30. Game time is 7:30 here on Spectrum Sports Center. Before the game, J.J. Redick spoke of the wildfires that started in Pacific Palisades.
Just want to acknowledge and send thoughts and prayers to everyone in the Palisades right now. It's where I live, my family and my wife's family, my wife's twin sister. They've evacuated. I know that a lot of people are freaking out right now, including my family. And from the sound of things with the winds coming tonight, I know a lot of people are scared. So just want to acknowledge that, and thoughts and prayers for sure, and hope everybody stays safe.
Yeah, I mean, obviously basketball is not as important when things of this nature are happening. James, we know a lot of people that are involved right now and affected, so obviously we're thinking about them.
Yeah, take heed to the notifications. If you have to evacuate, get out. Tonight's going to be interesting. The winds are blowing. So stay safe, everyone.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you tomorrow night.